here this way and share it.
Yeah.
Dave.
Me too.
What did it say? I can't hear him for some reason.
The spiders, they said.
Spiders.
Yeah, spiders.
All right, so hold on. I'm going on my phone so I can share it. So everybody, I guess we could give people a couple minutes to get on anyway. So how is everybody? These are my friends, everybody that's watching so far. Or if you want to introduce yourselves for people that don't know who you are, please introduce.
Pam Barry.
Jim Wyrick.
Dave Haney.
Steve.
Steve Barry. Right there.
These are very lovely people, awesome people, great people to hang out with, investigate with. You guys recently purchased a gorgeous home.
Thank you. Yes.
Or, to do investigations, a B&B and all this and that. You guys are really busy. I wrote up there, about, the Gettysburg Ghost Exchange and then the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. Like, you guys got a lot going on. So I think it's awesome. But you guys are having fun and happy, like a lot of people that go through this stuff, you always hear them talk about all the stresses, and I'm sure there are stresses for sure.
With anything in life there are.
And you guys had a couple of years of hell, you know what I mean? But I think that going through all of that got you where you are right now.
Absolutely.
You guys are where you're supposed to be right now. And I think it makes it that much more, that's why I think you guys are enjoying this ride so much more than if somebody was just handed stuff and he said, here you go, have fun, Yeah,
we learned a big lesson of gratitude.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the one thing I think we've all learned to some extent too is sort of trust in spirit. We have been, even though a lot of times we didn't recognize it as such, spirits had a hand in everything from probably last August. As initially this started as a project to get the lookout house, that Steve and Pam were running.
Right.
And they were in a working arrangement with the owners of, and that was starting to have issues.
Right.
And so Steve and Pam approached me as to whether or not I was interested in the lookout house. And basically, and I was very familiar with the lookout house. It had a lot of really neat experiences, and the spirits there treated me like gold.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were interested, but it also became rapidly apparent it takes two people to have a relationship or enter into a business deal, and it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. We don't want to, we're not about to throw anybody under the bus, but and we worked hard. I mean, all of us, we really wanted to look at
absolutely.
That was our goal. And it became, unfortunately, apparent that was not going to happen. And then I know we've all, through that period, we all had various moments, anxieties, and of course, Steve and Pam really sort of took the blunt of it at those periods because they had to quickly evacuate the lookout house and move all this stuff. And as a result of which, things got in motion. And that's where I think spirit came in.
Yeah.
And even though Pam and Steve have been experienced with spirit for a long time, I think they learned a lot.
Right.
And then I think all of us feel that this spirit had this in mind all along.
I think some of the greatest blessings in your life are those unanswered prayers, because spirit knows who you need to be. And that it just took us here.
It really did.
Yes,
and I'm totally out of my element. I'm an old dude that's retired. I got a lot of physical ailments. I don't get around too well. So this really took me out of my element. And but interesting enough, through the whole process, kept giving us green lights. I mean, I don't think and we did there was a lot of touch and go and oh no, and this and that. But I think Spirit really was working for us. And they've told us, the spirits we connected with that are residents of this house have pretty much affirmed to us that they selected us for whatever reason, and they're trusting in us. And that's a blessing and a curse because we can't let them down.
Yeah, we've got big shoes to fill,
we
right?
Do.
You know what? Part of the coolest thing about it, though, was back when we were trying to get the Lookout House, things were being told to us that we didn't put together until we got here.
Right.
Yeah.
The spirits of the Lookout House were telling us they were talking about a green room. They kept saying over and over, a green room, a green room.
Yeah.
And we thought that they wanted us to paint one of the rooms green.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, we got here and we got into the Hoover House, and right back here behind me, there's a green room.
Wow. That's awesome.
Way back then, we just didn't know.
And it's a very active room. I mean, most of the resident spirits have one time or another come through in that room. And we really haven't been doing a lot of investigation or connecting because we've been so involved with getting it up and fixing things that are wrong with a house that was built in 1912.
Right. And you know what? I walked through, and then I was like a 12-year-old. She says, "Oh, we have an elevator." I said, "Oh, stop. Does it work?" Yes. I like literally probably could have rode up and down like 50 more times. It was like really not that exciting, but it was because of how old it is. Old.
When you're going up that elevator, there are fingerprints on the second floor door jamb of, I'm sure, a worker. They must have had grease or something on their hands. You can see like long fingerprints and then kind of like the tops of fingerprints.
Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool. It's a very, the house is, I mean, I walked in, and don't get me wrong, the Lookout House, you know,
we're fans.
It had a cool little
sure. No, yeah.
But walking in here was totally different.
I agree.
It was on a different level, but it felt very welcoming. And even though there's awesome, huge bar right there on the main floor, it just felt, I mean, I could live there. It was like amazing. You guys are very, very lucky. I mean,
that's an interesting that you mentioned that, because I've spoke to a number of psychic mediums that I trust and I've dealt with over the years, and I am a little concerned that we have a high level of activity in the house. Mm-hmm. We've got quite a few spirits, and then we've also had verification that some have come in after we've come here because of what we're doing. So I do worry, even though Pam and Steve are very experienced and know how to ground themselves and know how to take care of themselves, this is a different level. And so we want to be precautious about that. And I've already talked to them about periodically getting them out, even for a weekend, just to get neutral, you know, get
right. Yeah, absolutely.
Take them to another haunted location.
Because spirit,
yeah.
Well, Steve's just recovering from a paranormal hangover.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, table tipping.
Yeah.
So. Oh, really?
Oh, it was very active. Yeah, it was very active.
We
had a couple come out.
Where was he?
They had a father and daughter come out from California, and they did Penhurst, and they stopped here. And he's like, "Can I try table tipping?" So I said, "Yeah." Usually my table takes about 15, 20 minutes to get going. You know, talking to spirit, getting it to go. And it took about 10 minutes, and it just started going like crazy. And I have Pam's daughter here, too, and she never did it before. And Pam's parents came through. My parents came through. The people that were from California, their grandmother came through. It was funny because I have the table spell out the name. How I do that is I go through the alphabet. When I hit the first letter of the name, they tilt the table. So it spelled out Flo. And the girl just instantly started crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" She goes, "Flo's my grandmother. And she just passed away." She came through.
Kenny B
somebody,
is in the house.
somebody asked how old. My friend Cody. He asked how old is the elevator. I guess it was it put in when the house was built?
I would say when the house is pretty well out
The
there.
elevator.
We say
They
1930.
probably didn't put that in until it was a nursing home.
Yeah, probably 1990s.
Yeah, the elevators are more, especially there's a handicapped elevator that can accommodate wheelchairs. That's more recent. That's probably 80s.
Yeah. There's
90s.
Which one did I write? I wrote,
Yeah,
they don't make it with the old.
right. The single person.
That's the one she wrote in.
Yeah, the one you wrote in, probably, I'm going to guess 30s.
30s,
That was-
1930s, I'd say.
Yeah.
that was cool. I
Yeah.
shut the door. I was like, normally I'm claustrophobic a little bit, but I thought that was so cool. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Every day I would probably I would wake up and I would just get in the elevator and I would just go down to the other floor in the elevator just because I can.
Did you see the brochure when you were here? When we were.
Yeah.
It's
So
it's
how about,
funny to
remember when Roscoe, because we had Roscoe with us, we had my dog. That's Roscoe. He doesn't leave my side. But remember Roscoe was kind of acting a little weird and he was like looking off when we were like in the bar area. He was looking off over there. I'm like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? So then we didn't even think about it. A couple of minutes, a little bit later, Pam came out. She goes, oh, this is the brochure. Look at it. Opened it up. I just browsed through it a little bit, shut it, and then we started talking about it. And I was trying to picture, because in the brochure, they show you where the residents' rooms were and, what it looks like now. So I'm like trying to picture that. Open it back up. Roscoe's acting weird. All of a sudden it said, and I didn't even see this. I don't even know why, but she was, oh, look, they have a resident dog. And I said, oh, yeah. And I was like, if Roscoe grew his hair out, that's what he would look like. So we both said, she said it could be the dog seeing Roscoe, or it could be like one of the residents that remember Roscoe, or it could just could be a little kid that was there at one point. It could be anything, I think.
Chucky was on his chair yesterday, and we're all sitting out here. It was dark, and also he looked in that room, the other living room. He jumped off that chair. He was barking, growling. Just kept growling at that room. Yeah. So
Now, did they show you the picture that one girl got from the other day from the
Nina.
Yes.
got
from the staircase,
there?
the black figure by the staircase. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Looks like a child.
We've I would say, even though I guess we've had a few sessions with the tables and this and that, we've probably had over 40 or 50 family connections where grandparents, mothers, brothers, sisters, all that's come through. A couple of them, most of them, are very gut wrenching. I mean, very emotional. We go through a lot of Kleenex, and when you're doing one of those sessions, you sort of know in your heart what you're connecting with. You really do.
Yeah, I think so too.
We've had people come and knock at the door and say, my grandfather was a resident here.
Can we walk? They asked to walk through. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are and you probably just come the front porch. First of all, you walk on the front porch. I was like in love with that. I don't think I've seen when I see you New Year's. I think I pull up to our house, and first of all, it's beautiful outside, but I didn't even go right in because I was just so in love with the porch. I was like walking around the outside of the porch, and then it's like you walk in, it's just
can't wait for summer.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Are you on with your phone, or is that
no? We're on the computer.
Oh, because people are like, oh, they want to see it.
Oh darn. Yeah. No, we're on with the laptop. I'm sorry.
Are you in the bar area? You're in the bar, right?
You're at the bar.
Yeah, you can pick that up and walk around, or even put it on my rollator. That would give it a firm base.
You want one of the guys to walk through?
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
You're my
All right. So I'll unplug. There's enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. You want a steady base?
Dave's
Dave's got to walk around and talk to
There you go. Okay, so Dave's going to take it.
All right.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
No problem. I'll face you away from me so they can see. So that's the bar.
Look at that.
One of the first things that I saw walking in here, besides the bar itself, was that fantastic mirror with the frosted glass.
Primrose has somebody.
Okay.
Tilt it down a little bit so they can see like the bar, because you can't really see like it's like a full operating bar. I mean, they don't have a liquor license, but
Yep.
you know,
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome.
All right, and then you've got.
Oh, hey.
That's my daughter. This is parlor number 1 with a working gas fireplace. And at one point, this was a patient's room, so the bed would have been right here.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got parlor number 2. And that leather couch over there, we got a fantastic deal on. Steve found it on Marketplace for $300. It's a $4,000 leather sofa.
Wow.
So did you want to see the outside as well?
Yeah, I guess I love the porch. Just show the porch a little bit.
Okay.
I picture myself like sitting on this porch, you know, and just kind of with a nice drink and relaxing.
Yeah. And it is wheelchair accessible.
If the brewery we could do some of this brewery, but they're all way on the other side of the United States.
Fantastic wraparound porch. They actually took the time to make that same Hoover House design in metal for the front, which is beautiful.
Oh, good. Somebody said, "Oh my God, this makes me so much more stoked for my stay. I can't wait to get in there."
It wraps around to this side. And you've got a beautiful courtyard out here with pavers on one side, grass on the other.
Oh, Danny, when during the day you can sit out there out on the. I mean, you don't want to go anywhere. You're 35 minutes from Gettysburg, but the house is it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's 35 minutes from Gettysburg, less than an hour from Harper's Ferry and Shepherdstown. 15 minutes from Antietam and Sharpsburg. So, I mean, you're right in the center of all of it.
Yeah.
So then you've got the stairs. And the cool thing about these stairs is they're a short rise, so they're not as tall, and it's easier for elderly to go up and down.
Oh, cool.
And again, for as old as this place is, the woodwork is just in impeccable condition, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing about old houses I love. And I love the stained glass that's in the house.
Yes, that drew my attention right away as well. And I'm guessing, this is just a theory, we haven't been able to confirm it, but I'm guessing this door would have been kept shut to keep the residents from falling down the stairs. So that's why they have a doorbell on the second floor.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Is there a light? Keep it up. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
That's kind of like a little hall, like a little foyer.
Like a little sitting area, a little foyer.
Yeah.
And then you have, this is what we call the Holzer Suite. And the reason we call it the Holzer Suite is because everybody knows that Hans Holzer was very, very detailed in his research. And when I saw these built-in bookcases, that's the first thing I thought of.
So in love with that. I love when the old houses have the built-in anything. I love the built-in dressers. I love all of that.
Absolutely.
So that is awesome.
And so you've got a little reading nook. You've got a half bath over here. We'll turn this light on. This one's very bright, but you know, nice little half bath.
Yeah.
All the suites on the second floor have king size beds. And then this one actually has a little kitchenette.
How cute.
And
I imagine then that some of the residents might have been basically assisted, or were they all assisted living?
I think so. My guess is the ones on the first floor were the ones who just couldn't do stairs at all.
Right.
And then the second and third floor may have been a little more mobile.
Right.
And this room also has full fridge.
Oh, that's cool.
And if for some reason you had a larger group and you wanted 2 of the suites, you could rent the one right next door and they have adjoining rooms that way.
Now, are they running out? I guess I could ask Pam and Steve Barry. You probably know. Do they run it out the whole thing for a night for a group?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they will. And then this, Pam and Steve wanted to name this for Jim and I, since Jim was the one who bought it. So we named this the Keystone Suite.
Oh, awesome.
And again, plenty of closet space.
Yeah. Me and Kim are moving in, apparently.
Yeah. And what I love is they still got these old glass doorknobs.
Oh, I love those.
Right? Pam and Steve actually just acquired this nice little settee. And then again, beautiful king bed. All the rooms have their own mini fridge except for the Holzer, because it has the big one. And then you come across the hall. We named this after the original builder and owner. So this is the Hoover Suite. And it's only thing unfortunate about the Hoover Suite is no one will live in it, because what it does have.
Oh, this is the cool room.
And I'm sure you saw it, was this grand walk-in closet.
Yeah. Well, which I think they said they were going to maybe try to put a bed in there.
Well, what we're thinking is right on the other side of this wall is an outlet. So I think we're going to pop through and put one here. We can put a little entertainment center with a TV here, maybe some bunk bed. And so you'll have a bunk beds there. You'll have the king bed, and then that sofa pulls out and sleeps 2 comfortably, so you could sleep 6.
That's awesome.
And of course, in the mornings, you have this great picture window to view out of.
Mm-hmm.
And, they just don't do woodwork like that anymore, So that unfortunately, they did such a good job on that walk-in, but you really don't need it since it's not going to be a place you're living in. But they also took extra special care for this bathroom. So you got the dual sinks, but they're not right next to each other. So you got a little bit of room,
Oh, that's cool.
And then you've got your shower, your toilet, and then, of course, bam.
Stop it. Oh. That's my room. Me and Kim, we can share.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Set your drinks right back there. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. We could get like bubble bath. We could have wine.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And then you head up to the 3rd floor. These have the queen beds. Once again, the fantastic woodwork in here. And Pam really, really went crazy making sure all the pictures got up in time for our first guest that we had. She really went out of her way to make this place look as comfortable as possible. So that's the forget-me-not where Pam and Steve stay. And then you come into, I believe this is the Primrose where someone's staying, so we don't want to go in there. And you come across here, and let me turn these lights on. Oh, nope, wrong ones. Here they are. So this is your 3rd floor bath. And I'm actually going to be changing that out when we're done tonight, putting in a new shower head with hose and everything. So, and one of the cool things about this is, I guess they did this for when there was seniors living here, but you can actually move this mirror.
Oh, wow.
And it folds pretty much flat up. So
it's like those, I have one. It's like those old wash basins.
Yep.
I have one. It's from like 1875 or something like that. Those mirrors used to tilt as well. So I wonder if there was.
We're going to go ahead and replace this eventually. Put a new vanity in.
You're not getting rid of the mirror.
No, actually, no, because that mirror is this. When you tilt that mirror up, it's actually this right here.
Stop it. So you could be in the bathroom and you could like open that and just start having a convo with somebody on the other side.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yep. And then this is the Rosebud room. Queen bed. There's your fridge. Got your antique dresser with Roku TV. And Jim's wife, my mother-in-law, is actually almost done refinishing and repurposing this. And this will go in here.
Nice.
So again, nice big closet. Now, what this room has and Steve and Pam's room have that the other rooms do not have is this. Attic space walk-arounds.
Oh, I bet that's fun.
Now, Pam and Steve have 2 in their room. This one is the smallest of the 3. But what we're going to do on this side, we're going to put a, there we go. We're going to put a black sheet here, black cloth, and turn this back corner into a psychomantium.
Oh.
And that was something that was big during the days of turn of century spiritualism, where they did a lot of seances and things. So they did what it's called a psychomantium. And basically you just put a chair and a mirror back there and you block it off from all light and use that as a way to communicate with spirits.
Well, I was going to say for people that wouldn't know what that is, if you could just say what that is. All right. Wait a minute. You have to ride down the elevator.
I can do that. I'm going to show you. And this is the last room. And I think we have it locked right now. Nope, no, we don't. This is our office. Quaint little space, but does exactly what we needed to do. So there's our equipment. And this is actually a very well. So during investigation, normally we don't have a problem with anyone coming in here and running EVP sections or phasma boxes. So we've had some pretty good activity in here as well. I just have to watch my head because it's low ceilings. And nobody else here has to worry about that. So, and this is the elevator, so we call it up.
This is my cool elevator, everybody. I love.
All right, give me 1 sec. I got to have them make sure the doors closed down there.
Oh, yeah.
So, what we can do, we'll go down and we'll ride it up.
All right, cool. Dave, KSPS, give a shout out. What's your group?
Oh, Keystone State Paranormal Society.
Awesome.
Jim and I have been doing this for over 20 years together. And normally during the weekend of the bash, we have the Thaddeus Stevens log cabin. But
oh my gosh, no, I totally have to do that. You guys were talking about that last year. I want to come this year.
Richard Estep has got it rented out this year because we'll be here. So
oh yeah, okay.
Richard Estep has it rented out. Where did they have this thing? They might, I don't know. Hey Steve, where do you have that elevator stuck at?
Should be someone open the doors.
We'll do it. I'll find it for you guys. Here you go. There you go. Thank you, Dave. You rock.
That was awesome. Yes, there's a basement. But it's got like a lot of, I guess it was a nursing home, then it was a restaurant.
There's a lot of bodies down there right now.
Well, no, the basement has a very interesting history.
We ran out of line.
Yeah, listen to this.
The basement during Prohibition was a speakeasy bar. And right now, the bar is no longer in existence, but the bathrooms to the bar are.
Yes.
And we have 2 spirits down there that we've identified. The one has given us his name, and he's pretty much out there. But the other one will not reveal his name because he was involved with the illegal activities of the time. And he's afraid of repercussions. So, but he did the one time, he was talking about an accident where they lost 200 gallons of hooch due to some circumstance. So the hooch, illegal booze.
Yeah.
So as I went down there, literally, as I walked into one room, I was overcome by the strong odor of alcohol. I mean, it was quite strong and pronounced.
Nice.
And later in the session, we asked that spirit if that was the alcohol from the accident, and he said it was.
Oh, wow.
So that was sort of neat. And then Steve and a friend of mine who lives just up the road, they were down there doing some investigating. They actually saw a shadow person down in the basement. So it is active down there.
Do you mind if I tell her about the spirits that I saw?
No,
So Bronwyn,
this is my oldest
Hi.
granddaughter.
she wants to tell you what she saw in the basement.
And how old are you? I'm sorry, what was your name, dear?
Bronwyn. I'm 14 years old, and I've seen them like a couple months ago, like maybe 2 months ago or something. But the first spirit I saw was, I believe, he was on the first floor. I was sitting in this exact spot, and I saw a shadow figure go into the handicap bathroom over there. I was like, it's a haunted house. What do you expect?
Was the shadow figure, was it tall? Like, would it have been an adult, or was it a child?
It looked more of an adult to me, but I couldn't tell if it was a male or female.
Pammy, I had this on a coaster, but it looks
And the second spirit I saw was in the basement. It was like the first day of moving into here, and I was taking the spare chairs from up in the 2 parlors. I was storing them in the basement because they wanted me to take them down to the basement and store them. And the back door was open, and I'm like, something is back there. I just know it. And I did see one, and it was one of the spirits down there. He was just back there, but I didn't see him. I just felt like he was there, basically.
Right. Well, that's awesome. Look, she sounds like, she's going to be a part of, KSPS before you know it.
Yeah, I'm a junior investigator right now.
That's awesome. I love it. That is awesome. And you know what? You're learning from some of the best, babe.
Yeah.
The elevator's here. She was riding.
Do you want to ride in the elevator?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Make sure you hold that gate.
Yeah. Okay, so
you got your service.
The older I get, the more of a child I become. Look how amused I am that we're going for a ride in the elevator.
that's the thing. That's why I was stuck in the basement. This gate wasn't shut. And if that gate was shut, then click that sensor up there, and nothing happens. So somebody took it down in the basement and then didn't shut this gate.
That is so cool. All right.
Go all the way up to the 3rd. And here we go. Here, I'll let them see how's the. There we go. In between floors now. There's a
So
second.
crazy.
What's that?
I would, it would be so cool as if you're going up or down. All of a sudden, you just see like feet.
Someone
But then
standing
there's,
there.
That's so cool. I would ride that damn elevator every day. Oh, I'm sorry. That was so cool. Does that go to the basement or no? It just goes
It
through
goes from
the
3rd floor to the basement. Yep.
Oh, it does go to the basement.
It does. The only thing about it in the basement though is it stops at about a foot from the bottom. So you actually have to duck and step down out of it.
Gotcha.
Shut the gate. Okay. So now we can head back down. Get that light there, please. Right there. There you go. And then this light is down here. Well, probably not. And that light switch is there. And what I did forget while we were on the 2nd floor, you can shut that one off, is this area back here. This is where the elevator gets out on the 2nd floor. But back here you have your washroom, which is the laundry.
Oh.
And then this we're going to be using for table tippings, and when we have psychic fairs, they can get their readings done here.
Oh, that's a cute little room. I forgot about that room.
There's the other side of the stained
I
glass.
love it. The stained glass inside the house is amazing.
My thing is, I'm guessing when part of the house got added on and they had to bust through these brick walls, I really
Right.
love how they left that up there like that, you know?
Yeah.
Left it as possible.
That's
And both sides have walkouts. You can walk out, and we're going to put some patio furniture on both sides so that in the summertime you can wake up, sit out there, and enjoy the morning and have your coffee.
You guys got to have a house party.
I'm thinking about it, yeah. And then this is where the handicap elevator comes to, when it only goes from the.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see it.
So.
Does that go? You said the handicap elevator. Does that go all through all the floors?
No, just from this floor down to the first floor.
Okay.
And it comes out in the kitchen. So, which we can show you next. Because that kitchen is just spectacular.
Yes, it is. It's impressive.
It took us like a week to clean that thing and degrease it and all that stuff. I mean, it was, wow. We had to scrub ceiling tiles that were so greasy. It was really bad. But oh yeah. I had to buy this industrial strength thing, a degreaser. And then we had a clog from the grease trap in here where the dishwasher is, down in that drain down there, that we just recently, I'd say within the past week, finally busted out. So that doesn't overflow anymore. But here is your chef's kitchen.
So
you got
awesome.
Your gas range with an oven underneath. You got your deep fryer, your flat top griddle, your grill, your convection oven.
I wouldn't even know what to do with all that shit. Stuff.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You find plenty of reasons to use it all.
It's true.
You double fridge. This freezer we don't even have turned on because we don't need it, and then you got a freezer here, and that's where the handicap elevator comes out.
Oh.
And another little room that we don't really use much for anything other than storage is this one, the little walkthrough. You know, and it's got its own drink cooler and everything, glasses and everything. So plenty of storage room in this place. And they left us some nice goodies. Like they left us our own meat slicer, which is
they
cool.
left a lot of stuff. There was like even downstairs in the basement, there was like plates and cups and glasses and
dishware,
and like,
all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost like have like people like have wedding receptions there at some point.
I'm glad you said that, Pam. Tell her. She said that she thinks we could hold wedding receptions here.
We're going to do wedding receptions.
The property.
We're going to have wine tasting, and then we're going to have baby showers, bridal showers, all that good stuff.
Well, I'm not going to be having any of those shower thingies, but I'll come and help and hang out and partake in the festivities.
What we were thinking was use one parlor for the bride's family, one parlor for the groom's family, have the bride come down the stairs and have the ceremony right there in the foyer.
That would be awesome. And then the pictures out front, or even like on the porch and everything. Oh my gosh, that'd be beautiful.
I'm negotiating with the spirits to see what they want to charge to appear in the photograph.
The spirits are gonna appear. Jim's kidding.
My sister said the place is stunning. I love it. Sending many wishes and success and positive. The Shift Network. Good luck with all of your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Somebody said she wants to get married there.
Good.
Already, you have your first wedding.
717-521-7465. Call me.
Do you have a link, Pam, that maybe for the Hoover House? Is there like
our website will be up after March 25th.
And we own our own DJ service.
Oh yeah, and we provide DJ service also.
Awesome DJ.
Our link will be up before the weekend.
Cool. But is there a Facebook page or no?
Yes, there is a Facebook page.
There is a Facebook page.
Yep.
Somebody was
Historic 1912 Hoover House.
They're putting a roof on it, they're pulling walls, they're pulling ceilings.
You're getting a lot of love. You're getting a lot of love. Just want you to know.
Thank you, Leslie.
Did they send you your cancellation notice?
Yeah. So your hair's growing back, Steve.
Yeah, he knows.
So the last time I saw Steve, he was buzz cut bald almost, and I loved it.
The guy sort of used.
I love to make fun of it.
The guy used the wrong clipper.
You didn't like it, Pam?
I said I want an inch high, and he used the number 1 and just went.
He said take off an inch, they only left an inch.
He didn't leave an inch. He left. I don't know that much.
So people can paranormal groups, they can run out, they can investigate, right? They can rent the whole place out.
Yeah.
People can stay there, B&B, if they're not paranormal investigators, but they can stay there if they want.
Yeah.
We're trying to arrange so the two won't interfere with each other.
Right.
So, like, if we have B2B customers and the rooms are rented out, we obviously are not going to be scheduling paranormal events to interfere, and vice versa.
Yep.
If the paranormal peeps get in here and have stuff first, then they're going to have one of that.
We'll accommodate both.
Right.
It'll be entirely their choice to have us here with them, or for us to just kind of retire to our own place, and they can have it on their own. It's up to them.
Yeah. It was enough. So far, I would say we haven't really done every room, but so far, I think most of the
we've gotten some good stuff.
We've had activity.
Have you caught anything on those cameras yet?
I'm sorry?
Those cameras.
Not yet, but we really haven't. We've been so busy, we really haven't paid attention.
Yeah.
But I am excited. We're going to be having our tarot tea and Reiki. So that is going to be May 21st and 22nd. I'm excited about that. We'll have some vendors. Let's see. Paranormal Inc. will be coming to do a public investigation on the 8th.
Oh, it's BB.
May 8th or April 8th?
May.
BB.
May 8th.
Yep. And then
now, when you say public, you mean that it's not going to be live on Facebook or anything, but public meaning that people can sign up to investigate with Paranormal Inc.
Yep. And then I'm trying to see what else we have here. Then
Let's see here.
we're having in October, we're going to be having the Kling Brothers the first weekend of October. So that's always fun. Jack Kenna's going to come and investigate with us in early April.
Who?
Jack Kenna.
Oh, okay.
And then we have a team from Maryland coming. They rented out the whole house.
That's awesome.
Mid-April. So we're starting to get busy, and from teams and private people, that we're very blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys. Well, you know what? You deserve it. You know, you are blessed and you're lucky and all that, but you guys deserve it. You know what I mean? You've been through some stuff. So I feel like this is such a positive thing in your circle. You know what I mean? And you just needed that boost to just
sky
high.
And the back.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
Yes, August 20th through 22nd, Wyndham 95 Presidential Circle. Virtually the same stars, except for a couple because, they're just kind of waiting out COVID, and I totally respect that. But same faces, same good times. We're going to have the same party, the karaoke party, Bash Before the Bash. We'll be having...
Tony DeVille still be there.
Yeah, Tony DeVille's going to be there. Batman's going to be there.
Big Gene going to be there.
And Pennsylvania's starting to open up.
Yep.
We have April 4th. They have a bunch of they're relaxing a lot of the edicts and stuff like that.
Thank God.
Yeah, so
listen, the Bash got canceled last year, but me and my peaches, we still all went and partied like rock stars.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
A lot of people showed.
We still went, so best believe we're going to be there this year.
Yeah.
Kelly Miller and everybody with the party on the back deck there.
Yeah,
We had a good time.
yeah, balcony, yeah. Yeah, we had fun. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun no matter what. You know what I mean? And it's in Gettysburg. I'm in my Gettysburg room right now. I have a Gettysburg room.
So tell me about it.
Oh my God, my entire room is nothing but Gettysburg. It has Gettysburg everything in here.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a Civil War certificate. It's mustering a lieutenant into the Civil War in October of 1963, a legit certificate.
Oh, wow.
That's probably my most prized possession, and not framed right, admittedly, I have to get it framed, but I love it. It hangs up. I feel guilty having it. I feel like I shouldn't have it, but I did try to search for family or anybody living that might be, in this guy's, I went on Ancestry. I purchased records from like the New Jersey state, and tried to locate family, but there was nothing. So he hangs on my wall. Lieutenant Gibson from New Jersey hangs on my wall.
That's great. He's home. He's where he should be.
So yeah, this is my Gettysburg room. I have like Gettysburg police, like patches. I have Gettysburg everything in here. Like I love it. So if I can't live in Gettysburg, I'll just have my own little Gettysburg oasis.
All right.
All right. So Gettysburg Bash, it's in Gettysburg. Are you going to be doing investigations, or is it just going to be like at the hotel vendors?
Yep. We're going to have our vendors. Not even sure exactly how many vendors yet because of COVID and trying to distance. I'm still being respectful of that. So whatever Wyndham says we can have. So I will probably have a few tables more that we can put in, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Soon. I don't want to overbook the room and then us not be able to social distance like we should. So yeah, the bash is over at 6. That gives people enough time to go out and investigate, and have some free time.
You're in Gettysburg. I'm telling you, I celebrate my birthday there. I do a bar crawl. Like it's like the funnest night ever. I do my annual birthday bar crawl is in Gettysburg.
Okay.
And I mean, there's plenty of people that are going to be there that are scheduling their own investigations. Like I said, since we will be here, Richard Estep has rented out the Thaddeus Stevens log cabin, and he'll be investigating that. So, there's plenty of places.
Yeah, there's still time. People should call around and plan that now.
Yeah, for real. Because once it opens, I've been going all year round. I mean, all year long, and Gettysburg has definitely been busier than what I expected. I feel like, when, driving through the park or, just in town in general, even with things being closed, there was a lot of people still there. When I say a lot, not nearly as much as normally would be, but there was way more than what I expected. Like I didn't want to get out at Little Round Top because there was too many people there. You know what I mean? It was like one of them things. I'm like, why are all these people here?
Now, Little Round Top's going to be closed for 18 months, and I don't know when it starts. So if you're in Gettysburg, get to Little Round Top because you won't get there for 18 months.
Literally kills my heart because my favorite part of the day is going there for the sunset. That is like my most favorite thing to do there is go to Little Round Top for sunset. I have fallen asleep on those rocks.
Yeah, it is amazing. Steve and I got married in the castle there in the New York Monument.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I never knew this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, we trespassed.
Secret keeper.
Yeah, really. Do you have pictures? I've never even seen pictures of this.
Yeah.
We're interested in that. Can we sending?
Yes. I'll post some pictures.
That's fine.
I know. Right?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So he said, yes, I'll be staying at the with Richard at Thaddeus Stevens.
Hey, Wes.
That's a long time. I know.
It is long. Yeah. Hey, Kayla.
Hi, Kayla. Kayla actually hooked me, connected me with Mark Nesbitt will be on in May 5th. I think he's coming on. So that's going to be awesome. I have to admit, I nerded out. You know, I know you guys know him, you know, like closely, so it's probably weird, but he, like, before I was involved in the paranormal, he was like the first, you know what I mean? Like I had what I thought was my first experience in Gettysburg, you know what I mean? So naturally I gravitated towards his store, you know, walking in and seeing the pictures and stuff. So I became like, before I was even involved in the paranormal, I was that paranormal enthusiast, and I was like, oh my God, he's so cool. You know, so he just kind of like just stuck. So when we were in town the last time, it's so embarrassing. But when we were in town the last time, he was there. I think they were doing like a book signing. I can't remember what was going on. We were there at your store, and I was telling Rob about it, and he goes, "Oh, he's out there. Go say." I'm like, I can't go say hi. Like, it was so weird. I got like so nervous. I don't know why.
He'll be at the bash. Make sure to go up and say hi to him at the bash too.
Well, I'll be on the show, so maybe after that I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. But
he's a great guy. Book of knowledge.
He's committed to Kyla to talk with him, and we're going to have an event sometime this summer where Mark will be a guest here and like a guest lecture, and we'll have a luncheon around it and all that. Yeah. So we're actually going to have an event here at the Hoover House featuring Mark.
That's awesome.
So that's
yeah.
So went in on that one.
Hey, look, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm the same way with John Zappis. He's the one guy in this entire field that I'm like, oh, you know. And I was supposed to see him at Phenomenology last year, canceled. Supposed to go see him at the one in Jersey with John Ruggiero, canceled. I'm like, something doesn't want me to meet this guy.
You meet him.
So we were lucky enough. Pam got him to agree to be a guest on our show, the 1 hour show. And Mr. Zappis, how are you? He said, look. Mr. Zappis is dead. That's my father. Yeah. I'm Johnny. I'm like, yes, sir.
So it's funny because I was the same way. I was the same way with him when my first Phenomenology. That was the first time that I met.
You saw him?
I was crazy also. And I was with the Sound Research at the time, and Dave was, you know, good friends with him. And just said, I was afraid to go up to him, but then I actually shared that memory like 2 days ago. I was like, this was my second Phenomenology, and I literally have my arms like wrapped around his stomach and cheesing. I'm like,
you know what? So, yeah. I can't imagine me not wanting to do that too, but it just looked a little weird, I think.
Probably. I don't know how he would take that either.
This is true.
So are things starting to, not that, I mean, Gettysburg is fun and there's so much to do but things are starting to open up. How's the store? Yes. Gettysburg Ghost Exchange. It's on the back. Yeah.
Yeah. April 1st will be open full time.
Well, yeah, because that's when the park going to be open till 10? The park will be open till 10.
Yeah.
April 1st through October 31st. The park's open till 10 o'clock at night. So that's always fun.
Yeah. There we go. But yeah, we're ready. I'm ready for the tourists to come into town and get back to normal.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, being in that area and it being such a touristy area. Every other place that I've ever gone that's a tourist area, the people that live there are never nice because they aren't happy with all the traffic and this and that. And it's like, oh, tourist season, which Gettysburg really doesn't have. I mean, I guess the summer is a little bit more busier, but there's like things happening all year round. Normally there's apple festivals and peach festivals and the baseball, the old school baseball tournament, which I have yet to go to, which I want to see.
That looks like that would be fun. And then there's lots of skiers in the wintertime.
The lighting of the Christmas tree right in the circle.
The luminaires,
Gettysburg National Park is the only national park in the country that's open after dusk for any portion of the year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, all the others close at dusk.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have all the festivals. You have and then you have the historic things that happen. You know, which I haven't been to. The Remembrance Ceremony yet. In all the years that I've been going there, I haven't seen that yet, which I want to. But I mean, there's just so much to do, and and then if you're staying there and you go, you know what I mean, Gettysburg is right there.
Yep. And we're having a Civil War Days the first weekend of July. I guess it's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, where we will be having Civil War Days at the historic Hoover House. Yeah.
So what, do people got to get dressed up?
We're going to have some I don't want to say reenactors, so some living history out in front of the house.
Yeah.
So is July 1st, 2nd, is that all, that is on the weekend?
It's a weekend this year. I think it's the 2nd is Friday.
I think
And that's obviously centered about the Gettysburg
right
anniversary.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep, the 2nd is a Friday.
The cool thing
Oh my
is,
goodness, I did not know this.
yeah, and the cool thing is, the paver side of the sidewalk is the northern side of the property, and the grass side is the southern side of the property.
Really?
So that sidewalk will be the divider, and we'll have the northern troops on one side of it and the southern troops on the other side of it.
That'll be awesome. I have to say it. I did not know it was the weekend. I need to seriously book a room now.
So Dave's giving you a date for this thing. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. One of the first things we had here, actually, my wife had set up, and it was really, really cool. My children, as were a lot of children, were in online schooling this year. And because it was a charter school, they didn't have field trips to do, but they had a Facebook page for all the parents. So my wife got on there and kind of put out feelers who would be interested in an unofficial field trip to this place that my family's just come into possession of. And she set it all up through there. And I think we had
It was great. It was
15
lots of fun.
people, like 5 or 6 different kids, and they came and, we gave them a history of the house, tour of the house, taught them how to use some equipment, let them do some hands-on interaction with paranormal investigation. And they really had a good time. It really turned out really well, I thought. So that was like the very first thing we did. We had a bunch of kids come in, and kind of introduce them to it.
That's awesome. I think that's awesome. We need more of that, because we need the youngins to kind of follow the OGs instead of the TV people. Not that I have anything against the TV people. I mean, I get it. Like the shows are cool, but they're exaggerated. They're entertainment. You know what I mean? So I think it's good for the young people to like really see how it's really done. You know what I mean? Again, disclaimer: no, nothing against any of the shows, but it's entertainment. Let me see. Hi, Dee. I just want to say, Dee, like, you have no idea. So Deanna was in the hospital for a really long time.
Yes.
So I'm so happy to see, I follow.
Tina, I love you.
Videos, and this night, it's just so great to hear a positive story come out of something with somebody that was like on a ventilator and really sick and not pulling through, because it's always the opposite, right? And here she is. I hope to see everybody soon. So it's awesome. So I'm so happy you're doing good, Dee. Really. Your husband is amazing. He's amazing. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know Anthony went through a spell where he wasn't feeling very well either, and still like a trooper, man. He was right there for Dee. It was fantastic. It's one of those things that just lifts your spirits and humanity,
For sure. I mean, I was worried for a moment, but I was watching his videos and I was like, you see I'm in the medical field, right? So when you see the opposite happen in situations like that a lot, you try to stay positive, you're praying, you're trying to put it out there, but you're like, and then, it just, the power of prayer, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he really was like pushing it out there, and everybody was really praying. And here he said, thanks for all your prayers. And yes, Anthony is amazing. I know that. Who would I do without him? That's awesome. You two got to come on the show. I asked Anthony, you guys got to come on the show. I would love to have you two on. All right. So, wait. Do you have a chili? Are you doing the chili thing?
Yep. Steve, when did you schedule the chili cook-off?
When has the date?
We'll start advertising that. Hopefully,
In April.
it'll be in April. I know it's a little late this year. 24th.
I know, right?
Did you still need? Did you really need tasters for that? Like, did you really want?
You want to be a taster?
No, Rob.
Rob wants to be a taster?
Yeah, I can't do spicy.
Of course, we only mean judges. He wants to be a judge.
Oh yeah. Whatever that. Yeah.
All right. So to be a judge, why do I look like I have my glasses on? To be a judge, he must eat 35 bowls of chili. Can you handle that?
He's not mad about that.
I don't know about that. No, they get little bowls, little sample bowls.
I can't.
And then he's got to write on the paper give it a score. Like
here's the good thing about him. He knows nobody.
Good.
He knows nobody. So even if someone walked by him, he would have no idea.
He wants to be a judge. Tell him he's in.
Yeah. So that's why I said, what's the date so that we can,
The 24th, April 24th.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that idea.
And I think we're gonna have a good turnout because we got so much room here on the outside, the porch, the patio. We'll have music playing. It'll be a big, fun, great time. And this way, we'll keep him outside. A couple of beans after a while, work on you. You don't have to air out the place.
So true.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if he just tell him, let me know. If he's in, he's in.
He's in.
I'll put him in. All right, he's in now.
Yeah, he wants to do it. So
all right.
And even if he doesn't want to, I'll make it. No, he already said it when we left. He's like, I'll be a judge. He loves.
He told me when he was here he'd be a judge. So yeah,
he loves chili for sure. Okay.
I thought you were. I don't know if you can participate in the contest. You might cheat.
How many vendors do you got? How many judges are you going to have? Ratio.
I don't know how many participants we'll have, but I'm expecting a lot. I think we'll have a lot of people doing it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be warm out.
Yeah.
And we have the music. You've seen it. We have the patio out front. We can put tables all out there. People can hang out there. Inside here, BYOB. So we don't serve. You know that they can serve themselves. Right. They can serve themselves. They're allowed to. So.
Right.
Now we can keep it here in the coolers. Keep it cool.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We just can't.
We can't pop it and hand it to them. They got to pop it themselves. You can hold the bottle and they can twist it.
We can charge them a storage fee.
Awesome. Yeah. All right.
We also have one thing real quick. We have something this weekend. Yeah. We have something this weekend, and it's because the town just recently, within the last year, I would say, right, got control of the theater.
Yeah.
And they renovated the old town theater, and they're going to be showing viewings of the Titanic. And since the Titanic sank the same year this house was built, we're going to be a part of it. And we have a whole curio cabinet of photos and things that were created in 1912, like Nabisco and Oreo cookies first came out in 1912. Lifesavers.
Morton Salt.
I got a trivia question for you.
Oh, here's.
I have a woman boner right now. I'm totally coming.
No one can look it up. No one tell your guests not to look it up. You can't look it up. I just want to be fair on this. What do you think the first 4 flavors of Lifesavers were in 1912?
In 1912?
Yep. I don't want anyone typing it on there and telling you.
I'm going to say cherry, lemon.
Nope.
Grape?
Nope.
Well, orange?
Nope.
Yeah, good. Lime?
You ready?
Lime?
Nope. I'll give you one.
One's wintergreen.
Ew.
The other one's peppermint.
Experiment.
You'll never get the other. Nope. You'll never get the other
Don't
two.
call me
One of
licorice.
the other two is my favorite candy.
There's
And
only
I'm
black
chocolate.
licorice.
And there's also
That's
It is
one.
licorice.
One's licorice.
But that's not my favorite candy. The next one's my favorite.
There's one left.
Apple.
Nope.
So licorice. You love that.
Licorice, wintergreen, and peppermint. There's one left. That was in 1912 when Lifesavers came out. There was 4 flavors.
Snozberries.
No. You ready? Clove.
Clove. Yummy.
Ooh.
Clove. Amazing.
Really?
Yep. Clove. Yep.
Clove is awesome.
But somebody said butterscotch. That's a good guess.
Yeah. They came out in 1919, those flavors. Grape, cherry, and all them. They came out later on.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I can't believe it took 2
You know
years.
what else
to realize
was?
that
You know
those
what
flavors
else
work.
came out? Oreos.
Oreos are my
Oreos
favorite
cookies came out in 1912.
Best cookie ever.
ever.
the zipper.
Yeah. The zipper. Yeah.
I
Who knew?
love Oreos. They're my favorite cookie.
Yeah. So
Everybody
1912.
gross
How
out
many
by
I
everything.
just pooped in my mouth?
Ivory soap. Wasn't ivory soap the other one?
No,
No.
it's
No.
like
Everybody's
thought it
like
was
gross out.
I thought it
Wait.
was ivory soap.
There's like 17 ew, it's puked in my mouth, gross, clove, what the fuck? And then you have Danny. I actually like clove.
I love clove. It's my favorite candy.
Yeah, but those were the 4 flavors back then. So,
Yeah.
and it was a hit because look at Lifesavers still around.
Ew. Wait, cloves chewing gum. I'm so happy I missed that.
There's a candy in Harper's Ferry at the very first candy store that was built in Harper's Ferry. If you go there, you can get clove candy. Same exact recipe that they used since Harper's Ferry was built.
I won't
Amazing
knock it
candy.
until I try it. Clove I won't knock till I try it. But the licorice thing, the only thing I like that my grandmother used to make pizzelles, and you know, sometimes they can taste a little because of that one thing they put in when they make pizzelles. Yeah, you know, if you put a little bit too much in there, sometimes it tastes a little.
We actually got a roll of all those candies from 1912. You can try. They're from 1912. But
Get out of here.
I mean,
I don't know what they'll do to you.
It can't be any worse than what's been going on in the world lately. So I'll take a 1912 clove candy. Worst could happen. Maybe I'll be immune to the COVID.
There you go.
Never know.
Immunity. Eat this candy.
Pam, we have to plan that we're gonna do a live investigation together.
Okay.
So we have to plan that whenever. I mean, you guys are like totally like blowing up already. So,
We are actually getting packed like almost every weekend already.
Yeah,
So
it's so great.
Yeah, April's booked already. So if people want to come, especially in the summer, I'd advise try coming during the week. During the week, it's pretty
Or
slow.
make your reservations.
Or make
like
your
now.
reservations right away because this place is like booking up really fast.
So Pam, not to take the reservation because I know like you know the Hoover House can only hold so many people. So when you guys are having events and you guys are doing things and having this night, there's literally what's 2 houses down is like a Days Inn or there's a hotel right there.
Days in.
Do you want to meet my daughter? Look, this is my twin. She's visiting from North Carolina.
Oh, nice. Where Rob's from and he wants to move back to. I want to move to Gettysburg. He wants to move to North Carolina.
Is your dinner ready?
Oh my gosh. Kim. Yeah, so there's a Days Inn 2 doors down. So if anybody's going for an event for the weekend to the Hoover House, if there are no rooms available at the Hoover House, literally 2 doors down is a Days Inn. So you guys can stay there and just walk next door.
There's probably 5 different
Hotels right around there.
Which surprises me because the town. Okay, so it's in what's the name of the town? Waynesboro, right?
Yes.
Waynesboro. which is impressive. I really sometimes don't even remember that stuff. But the town is so historically rich. Oh, the houses are these big, huge, beautiful houses all over the place. I'm like, what do these people do? Like, what do they do? Like, how do they live in these houses? I mean, the town is old, but it's still well kept. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said North Carolina's not bad. No, I love North Carolina, but I want to live in Gettysburg. So there's the issue.
And we got a pub right across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be hanging out a lot. I can't believe July. How did I not know July? The July, anniversary was on a weekend this year. It's so crazy.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's so awesome.
I'm excited that 4th of July is on the weekend.
Yeah, me too. Fireworks. So the park always does fireworks or over the college and this and that. So I mean, like, it's just a good time. Every day is a good day in Gettysburg. Just saying.
Does my hair look like it's out to the side?
I liked the buzz cut. Almost.
Yeah, it's going out this way now. Look, it's gray. Look, I'm actually.
Just
I
bick
might
it.
just have to shave it all off. Yeah.
Yeah, bick it. Oh, of course, my opinion is biased. I like bald men. Huh?
I'll just go. Bzz,
Yep.
right off.
All right. Well, thank you. I mean, we're past time or whatever, but
Thanks for having us. We enjoyed it. I hope everybody enjoyed seeing a peek inside of the Hoover House.
Yes. And once again, plug the bash, plug the store, and just have everybody know that there's a lot of events going to be at the Hoover House, but then you guys have the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. So just go ahead and,
The Gettysburg Ghost Exchange is located now in Mark Nesbitt's building, 271 Baltimore Street. Best of both worlds. Come get an amazing tour and rent or buy some paranormal equipment. 717-521-7465 is actually our store number and my cell phone number. We're very connected to our customers. So when you call, I answer. And the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, August 20th through 22nd. It's at 95 Presidential Circle at the Wyndham.
yes.
Grand Harbor.
Here you go, Steve.
Oh, sitting there saying,
Right.
shave your head.
Right.
Thank
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh my God.
you.
Anytime, please. I'll be definitely at the bash. I'll be going live. You know what I mean? And anytime we're going to do anything at the Hoover House, I'll go live on Paranormal Brew. You know what I mean? Just to, bring everybody in and see how it's going down there.
I
And
made the paranormal challenges here where 2 groups come in and who can find the best evidence.
Ooh, good idea.
that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Anybody-
I'm working on it.
that's different. So
Yeah.
that would be something cool.
We have the space
Yeah.
for it, so we can do it.
You definitely have the space for it.
Yeah.
For sure. Is really quick thinking about that though, is it like the sound? Like, so if I'm on the 3rd floor, am I hearing a lot on the 1st floor? Or
Yeah, because we'll go in the basement, all the way out basement, and then switch.
And then worst comes to worst, we can kick one team out for a little bit, let the other one take over, see what they find, and then bring them off the front porch and have them go inside the other team.
Yeah.
And this way, there's no acoustics going on between. It would be during the summer where it's warm. Nice day. And more central air. We have central air through the whole place, so you don't have to worry
you
about
got
roads.
that big tub. You got that big
Yeah,
tub.
that big
That's
tub,
what I
too.
want. I'm gonna put some bubble bath in there. I was talking to Dave about it. I'm gonna put some bubble bath in there. I got my Gettysburg Rebel Red, and I'm gonna get up there. I'm just gonna sit in the tub, and I'm gonna be like, hashtag life goals right here.
Yeah.
Oh. So thank you so much. I love you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
We love you too.
I will see you guys soon because we'll come up for the chili thing.
Okay.
And Rob will probably, like I said, he'll eat all of the chili, whatever it is. and I'll just, you know, hang out. And as soon as your Facebook stuff's up and all this, and just share it right on the brew. There's also a page that I created. It's called Back to Barry's.
Thank you
So
for that.
I do put up stuff about the bash and stuff about the Gettysburg Ghost Exchange, you know, and every time they share something, I'll share it onto Back to Barry's. So, I mean, the information's out there for anybody that is interested, you know. So, I'm a judge. She's insane. I love her so much. I can't.
Hi, Kim.
All right, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you soon.
I love seeing your smiley little faces, and I want to hug you, but I love you.
We love you too.
I'll see you soon.
All right, take care. See you soon.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining me.